To consider the impacts of urbanisation and the remarkable ways that animals adapt to survive in this man-made world, we're exploring the newest habitat on Earth, our cities. Urbanisation can be understood as the rate at which urban landscapes are expanding. The current, unprecedented rate of urbanisation has been increasing over the past 40 years. UNESCO predicts that by 2050, the world's population will have doubled, and that more than 2/3 of people will reside in urban areas. Jaipur, India. Although urbanisation can lead to higher living standards and social amenities for humans, the impact to the natural world is often neglected. With urbanisation comes major changes to the landscape that cause not only a loss of habitat, but fragmentation of the remaining habitable areas. Light and air pollution, constant change and land development, human and animal conflict and competition. Although it may at first appear hostile, for some, the urban landscape is full of opportunity. Hanuman, a Hindu deity with the face of a monkey and the body of a man, is one of the most celebrated and worshipped figures in Indian religion. Revered as a living incarnation of Hanuman, the rhesus macaque are honoured and respected by people of Hindu faith. Galtaji Temple, commonly known as the Monkey Temple, built to honour the god Hanuman. The sandstone pink temples are nestled between hills on the outskirts of Jaipur. A natural spring flows downward, filling a series of sacred wells in which people bathe. Each morning, a large tribe of macaques descend from the hills to devour the fruit peels and garlands of marigold left as offerings to Hanuman. When compared to their forest-dwelling relatives, the urban and semi-urban populations of macaques reproduce more frequently and are occasionally seen supporting twins, an incredibly rare sight in the wild. The success of this population in this semi-urban environment is not just due to their abundant food supply. Research shows that the success of animals adapted to urbanised environments is not necessarily linked to brain size, but rather it's dependent on a combination of traits such as diet, behavioural innovation, and degree of sociality. And macaques, the most widespread genus of primate, are certainly social, innovative creatures. Compared to their forest-dwelling relatives, these macaques spend less time hunting for food and searching for shelter, which leaves more time for play. For the troops living in Jaipur itself, a more complex and challenging environment certainly favours the bold and the cunning. Every morning, the troop make the same journey across rooftops and power lines in search of food. Far removed from the offerings at Gautaji Temple, the macaques in Jaipur must compete directly with humans. One of the first stops along their journey is this open-air market. Here, the success of this animal's adaptation is clear. Macaques are unfortunately unique in their ability to adapt to the challenge of an urban environment. They are an exception and by no means the rule. For most, the challenges this environment presents are too great and they're unable to survive. But there is much that can be done. Understanding how wildlife respond to urbanisation is crucial to helping them survive in these environments. The success of the macaques presents several considerations to this end. In most cases, urbanisation leads to habitat fragmentation, where continuous habitats are divided, but this is not the case for the macaques. There are no skyscrapers in Jaipur. The height of the buildings, abundant power lines and green areas within the city mimic the connectivity of their natural habitat in many ways. The open-air markets and food offerings to Lord Hanuman provide an energy-rich diet, and more time for play also means more time for learning. Behavioural innovation is a product of learning, and a high degree of sociality helps us travel beyond individuals. Ecological research shows that a city with abundant green infrastructure becomes more resilient, sustainable, and equitable. It also promotes the urban environment as a habitat less challenging for animals to adapt to and persist within. If we create a space considerate of its impact on the natural world and a culture of tolerance, the animals will come.